What is going on, guys? My name is Stuber, and I'm here to break down this 3-game NBA slate on Draftkings and PrizePicks.com. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are a returning viewer, welcome back. There is only 3 games on the slate tonight, so I will be live streaming at 6 p.m. Central Time. It also starts 30 minutes later than normal. So at 6 p.m. Central Time, I will be live going over all the breaking news and answering as many questions as I can in that time frame. But if you guys are wondering if you won yesterday's giveaway, I will announce that winner momentarily. If you guys want to enter today's giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and then comment literally anything down below, and you will be eligible to win. I'm doing giveaways pretty much every day up until Christmas Day, just to give back to you guys, show my appreciation for everybody continuing to come back here and make this all possible for me. If you guys want to know exactly what I'm playing on FanDuel, Draftkings, and PrizePicks.com every single day, you guys can join my Patreon. That is linked down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Only $25 a month. I think it's a pretty damn good deal. So let's just go ahead and announce that winner. So we had 89 eligible contestants yesterday. Again, I mean, I'm doing these for free. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and comment to be eligible to win. Reginald Pendleton, this dude has been an OG. He's in here. He's been in here for a long time, so shout out to him. Make sure to DM me over on Twitter and I'll get you your money, $25 via Venmo or Cash App. And if you guys want to enter my big giveaway that I'm giving away Christmas Day, might be multiple giveaways on that day. I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of it. All you have to do is come over here and follow me on Twitter at Stuber. You can type it out, or the link is in the description, as well as the pinned comment. And then you come over here to my Twitter account, click on this, and then like this pinned tweet. And we only have 59 eligible contestants here, and trust me, it's going to be a lot more than $25 that I'm giving away. So if you guys want to enter that is free, and you can give me a follow over there. But we will start off with the Brooklyn Nets versus the Dallas Mavericks at 218.5 over under. The Nets are currently 4-point favorites. The Nets are going to be without Kyrie Irving and Joe Harris, so it's the same old lineup. You know, Kevin Durant, James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Patty Mills have pretty secure minutes. DeAndre Bembry is currently in the starting lineup, with Bruce Brown kind of splitting those minutes. But it's really up top with Durant and Harden. You know, I think they had been like the mid 11Ks. Now their price is slowly creeping down. And as we go along this slate, it is chock full of studs and very, very few value plays. So as of right now, at least, I think some value plays will end up opening throughout the day. I'll explain why in the next game. But yeah, I mean, between these two, it's probably James Harden, just $100 savings right there. But overall, the top spend-up play on the slate for me currently is going to be Luka Doncic on the other side of this game, just because, you know, Kristaps Porzingis is probably going to be somewhat limited coming back from injury. He's missed the last 2 games. And we just get news that Luka Doncic and Tim Hardaway Jr. are now probable. They were questionable coming into this game, but on the Brooklyn side, I'm really not considering much outside of LaMarcus Aldridge at 5,700. He's going to play 32-34 minutes moving forward. You know, Blake Griffin is out of the rotation. They're bringing along Nicholas Claxton very, very slowly. And they've been playing a lot better with Aldridge out there on the court. Just gives him a third offensive option, and he's shooting a ton while he's out there. So 32-34 minutes out of LaMarcus Aldridge at $5,700 seems like quite the deal for me. Even better play over on FanDuel, where he has power forward eligibility. On PrizePicks, I do like the LaMarcus Aldridge. There's not much that I like currently on PrizePicks right now, but I do like the over 27 fantasy points right here for LaMarcus Aldridge. We'll pair that with somebody else in the next game, I believe. So do like the over there. If you guys tailed me yesterday on PrizePicks, I think it's like 2 days in a row, you would have 2x and 3x your money if you took my free plays from these videos. And I'm giving them away every day. So if you guys want to tail me over on PrizePicks, make sure to sign up and deposit using code Taylor, TAYLOR. Really helps out the stream, and you get bonus money and you get my plays for free. Move over to the Dallas Mavericks side. Willie Cauley-Stein is out. Luka Doncic and Tim Hardaway Jr. were coming into this game as questionable. They are now probable, just like Kristaps Porzingis. So I'm fully expecting all of these guys to end up playing. And with everybody healthy, you know, I'm really not considering much outside of Luka Doncic at 10.9K. I think he's going to end up being the top raw projected player on the slate. Porzingis, you know, he missed the last 2 games. I'm expecting him. They typically bring along Kristaps pretty slowly. I'm expecting him to play 29-30 minutes. It's a pretty decent matchup, but not expecting him to get his full complement of minutes. Therefore, I'm not really considering him at $7,600. And these value plays that we had been getting to recently, like Kleber and Jalen Brunson, are no longer in play for me. Move over to the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs at 211 over under. The Knicks are currently 2.5 point favorites. The Knicks have no injuries right now, but Tom Thibodeau did just mention yesterday that they are going to see a shakeup in the lineup today. So this game starts an hour after lock, and we know Thibodeau likes to run these starters into the ground, kind of keep the continuity of the starters and the backups together. So whoever's in this starting lineup is going to be a very, very good play. And it seems like everybody is outside of Alec Burks is probably underpriced. RJ Barrett, Rose, Quickly, Fournier, and Kemba Walker is out of the rotation right now. I mean, he might be added to the rotation into the starting lineup for all we know. Thibodeau, definitely, they have not been playing well, so we're going to see a new lineup from them tonight, and we're just going to have to wait and see what that is. Maybe we see Emmanuel Quickly in the starting lineup. Maybe we see Derrick Rose in the starting lineup. Just need to monitor that, because I think some of the best point per dollar plays are going to end up coming from the New York Knicks. And once we get that starting lineup, I'm going to come over here and kind of take advantage of it, because if Derrick Rose is in the starting lineup, that means that Thibodeau's trying to give him extended minutes, playing like 30-32 minutes in my opinion, and then the over 24.5 fantasy points would be really, really easy. And then if Evan Fournier is coming off the bench, maybe slam the under. If Alec Burks goes back to the bench, maybe hit the under. I think Julius Randle is a bit too low at 41 regardless, because there's no way in hell he's going to the bench. Actually, maybe he slides to the 5 and we don't see Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel as much. And we see more Randle at the 5 with more minutes from the wing. So definitely need to monitor that situation and see who ends up starting. On the Spurs side, Devin Vassell is questionable. Actually, their injury report hasn't even come out yet, but he missed yesterday, so I'm assuming he's going to be questionable today. It looks like he's close to returning, though, so I'm expecting the Spurs team to be at full health. With that said, I'm really only considering two guys here. It's going to be DeJounte Murray at $9,500. He has been the beacon of consistency throughout the year, and I think $9,500 is just entirely too cheap, because if you put these fantasy numbers next to, Anthony Davis, okay, DeJounte Murray has been better than Anthony Davis from a fantasy perspective this year, and Anthony Davis is more expensive. He has always been more expensive this year. People just really aren't believing DeJounte Murray right now, and $9,500 is entirely too cheap, especially in this very good matchup against the New York Knicks, which, contrary to last year, not a very good defense anymore. So love DeJounte Murray at $9,500. He's playing a lot bigger minutes now, and he's been very, very consistent. He does not even need to score to do well from a fantasy perspective. And then Jakob Poeltl, I'm just going to keep going back to the well with him. $5,900. He's going to play 32 to 34 minutes in competitive games. There's plenty of bigs on the New York Knicks side for them to play him, so I'm not imagining the Spurs going small here, and he has been well over a fantasy point per minute player, so I absolutely love Jakob Poeltl at $5,900. And that is going to be the guy that I'm pairing with LaMarcus Aldridge over here. So LaMarcus Aldridge over 27 fantasy points, and you can pair it with the over Jakob Poeltl 31 fantasy points. That is my official play for this video. Of course, for Patreon, I'm waiting for more news to come out, so we can that's the best way to take advantage of Prize Picks. Once news ends up breaking, take advantage of it. Like yesterday, once we got news that DeMar DeRozan was out, and we got confirmation on Alex Caruso as well, we took the overs on Vucevic, Levine, and Lonzo Ball, and they all hit. So, we made some pretty big money from the Chicago Bulls situation. Similar situation with D'Angelo Russell yesterday. Once he was ruled out, we ended up going over there and taking the over on Anthony Edwards. So, a lot of things you could take advantage of over on Prize Picks once injury news ends up breaking. Move over to the Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers. A 220 over under. The Lakers are currently 12.5 point favorites. The Celtics have Jaylen Brown as questionable. They have been bringing him along very, very slowly since coming back from injury, slowly increasing his minutes. He got all the way up to 33 minutes in the last game that he played, and then he rested the last Boston Celtics game, as well as Al Horford. I'm expecting him to return here, but I'm really curious to see how many minutes he ends up playing. Usually Udoka says how many minutes the limit that he's going to be on, or if they're going to increase it. He's pretty straightforward with that, but in some capacity I believe that he is going to be limited tonight. So he's not in play, but that makes Jason Tatum a very, very good play at 9,400. The Lakers are the second fastest team in the league. They've been abysmal defensively. So if I'm playing anybody from the Celtics team, it's going to be Jason Tatum at $9,400. Unless Jaylen Brown ends up getting ruled out, then guys like Dennis Schroeder and Marcus Smart would become more interesting plays. Move over to the Los Angeles Lakers. Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn are both out still. Carmelo Anthony is questionable. AD and LeBron James are on the injury report as probable, but I'm expecting them to play here. But Carmelo Anthony being out would just give more minutes to guys like Talen Horton-Tucker and Malik Beasley. And the most interesting thing to note on the Lakers side is that the last couple of games, Vogel has mentioned that they are only going to play one of these centers in the lineup. Only one of these centers is going to be in the rotation each game, and it's going to be on a game-by-game basis, whether it's Dwight Howard starting or it's DeAndre Jordan starting. You know, this team wants to play a lot faster, and obviously having Anthony Davis at the 5 as opposed to statues like Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan is going to allow them to run a lot faster. But since they have been doing this, you know, Dwight Howard's not going to play crazy minutes. We saw him play crazy minutes the other day. I think if he's playing really, really well, they'll keep him out there longer. But on a normal basis, I think him or DeAndre Jordan's only going to play about 20 minutes, with the other one not playing any minutes, with Anthony Davis playing the rest of the minutes at the 5, which is a huge boost to Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis is a significantly better fantasy producer at the 5 as opposed to the 4. So Anthony Davis is definitely my favorite of the 3 here at 10.2K. LeBron James shortly behind him. But with Dwight or DeAndre Jordan only playing about 20 minutes a game, that's opening up a ton of minutes for guys like Talen Horton-Tucker and specifically Malik Monk. Malik Monk is only $4,400. And ever since they had made this change to the rotation, he's been playing a lot bigger minutes. Avery Bradley has been out, and then he came back, and then he's just not in the rotation right now. Talen Horton-Tucker kind of just starting in his place with Malik Monk getting extended minutes off the bench. So, you know, I think guys like Talen Horton-Tucker, Malik Monk, and Dwight Howard to an extent are some of the better value plays as of right now. We're kind of barren for value right now, so definitely going to need some things to happen throughout the day to get up to these more expensive guys, because there are plenty of them, just not very many value plays to get up to them. So again, if you guys want to tail me over here on Prize Picks, my official pick of this video is going to be Jakob Poeltl over 31 fantasy points, as well as LaMarcus Aldridge over 27 fantasy points. If you are a part of the Patreon or the Discord, which is completely free, which you need to be in the Discord, it's completely free. Once this injury news breaks, I'm trying to be better at adding everybody in the entire channel once that news breaks, and then tell you guys who you can take advantage of over on Prize Picks to make some money. So appreciate you guys being here. I will be live at 6 p.m. Central Time. Best of luck tonight. Until next time, peace.